What's going on, guys? I got six more sets I'm going to talk about, so let's get right into it. First up is a Yonder PSA 10 cracked ice that sold for $1,025 or best offer. Now, Yonder, I think he's a decent card, but he's not. I think he's a little overhyped, overrated. Now, I know a lot of people think he's like top 10 in Series 2. He's definitely not that. I'd say he's like top 30, somewhere in like the 21 to 30 range. Because when I did my top 20 from Series 2, I didn't even consider him. So, I don't. That's just my personal opinion from what I've seen. Like, but just like there's not a whole lot of logic behind him being so good. I mean, he sells for the same price that the actual DJ Yonder does, which is a much better skin in game, much more used in game, and a better card. So for this Yonder, I'd say it is a PSA 10. Series 2 is pretty rare, but Yonder is overrated. I'd say it's worth about $400. Now, I'm guessing it sold for between $400 to $500 to $600 because, like I say, he's overrated. But I think this PSA 10 cracked ice is right around $400. So Yonder PSA 10 cracked ice, like I said, around $400 I think is a fair value for him. I think it's still a touch high, but the way the market's been, you can't dispute saying he's under $400 in a PSA 10. But I think he sold for more than that. Next is a Brat PSA 9 cracked ice for $70. Just a decent buy. I mean, it's an average price for him. I mean, he's not used in game too much. Not too many people really care about him or like him, but he's a food skin. And eventually all the food skins will get some storyline. At least I'd imagine. Maybe not him. Some of the more bigger ones like Peely and Mancake might. Well, they will. They already kind of have. But I think Brat might eventually get some, but definitely not in the near future. So $70, I mean, Series 2 cracked ice are very rare. Brat, PSA 9. I think he's a little bit higher pop than some other cards because he was graded a lot because people were kind of hyping him up a little bit too much. So, like, I think $70 is just a good price. I think it should be a little bit lower, probably about a $50 card if I had to guess right now. But 70 is still not terrible. Next is a Chaos Agent PSA 9 cracked ice for $88. In my opinion, this is a very good buy, I think. Just Chaos Agent is a terrific skin. PSA 9 USA print cracked ice for $88 is such a good buy. I mean, I would expect this card to sell for like $150, maybe even closer to $200 with how good of a card he is. Good. I mean, he has so much storyline. He's a sweat skin. He's a clean looking skin, like kind of. So the sweats use him, and even casuals use him because he's really cool looking too. He's probably the most used male skin for sweat wise, other than Midas. And speaking of Midas, he's involved in Midas' storyline. He created the Slurp skins like Ripley and Sludge. So I think this is just a tremendous buy. Like I said, I think it should sell for $150 to $200. So double or triple this. Next is a Radiant Striker Crystal Shard in PSA 9 for $100 even. Now, Radiant Striker in-game irrelevant. But it's a Crystal Shard PSA 9. That's why it's $100. And obviously, probably no chance or storyline. No one uses him in game. No one cares about him. But $100 PSA 9 Crystal Shard, you'd take that all day. I mean, you know it's in good condition. These shards are tough grades, and it's a USA shard from Series 1. Goodbye. I mean, it's a good buy. Klinger PSA 10 holofoil. I believe that says $61. I have terrible handwriting. Actually, I'm going to check real quick. Yes, so a Klinger holofoil, I was right. It was $61 in a PSA 10. I think this is a really good buy. I think Klinger is an underrated card. I think people will remember the Klinger fondly and want to collect the Klinger. I think all the item cards are underrated, like the med kit, and I'm trying to think of the rest of them. I'm blanking right now. But I definitely think Klinger is a good card. I think this should be closer to around $100 right now for a holofoil PSA 10 because we know they're tough grades. And like I said, the Klinger is underrated, so $61 is very fair for him. I think it's below what it should be selling for. It's the Klinger. But, I mean, like I said, good looking card, that yellow-ish gold. And I think like the glider shards, like I said, the item shards, the pickaxes, the weapons, there's more room on the card for the shard to be shown. So they look really good. Like I have Snow Squall. And I really enjoy that card a lot because you can see so much more of the shard. So, like, having all the weapons and gliders and items would be really cool because you could see all the different colors of the shard and you could see more of it that's not blocked by the skin. Like I have the Mothmando crystal shard, and he blocks up like half the card, and it really takes away from the color of the shard because he has that really nice green color to him. So you see other cards with that same shade of green, and it's like you see more of the card, more of the shard. It looks better. I'm not saying Mothmando, but Mothmando is also unique because the way he covers up the card, and these pickaxes, gliders, and item cards are also unique because the way they don't cover up the card, and you can see more of the shard. So, like I said, and this is also holofoil. Same thing goes. You can see more of the holofoil design, but that doesn't matter as much. So I still think, like I said, Clinger was a very fun item in game. People love to use the Clinger, very iconic in Fortnite. And like I said, $61 for holofoil PSA 10 is a very good buy. Next is okay, I guess I didn't finish the final one. I believe it's a Spider Knight Crystal Shard PSA 9. I remembered it. It was $499 or best offer. I think Spider Knight is a good card, just slightly overrated. I think, like I said, he's slightly overrated. No one uses him in game. There's probably an outside chance for storyline, but probably not too much. I mean, he looks like a potential storyline skin, maybe, I don't even know, part of the last reality, possibly. But no, now that I think about it, that's just wrong. I don't think he would be. I don't think there's very much chance for Spider Knight. But I'd guess around, like, because the person was asking 500, I'd say it's so anywhere between 250 and 300, which I'd say is a good buy, because like we compared to Radiant Striker in a PSA 9, he's $100, which I think is very fair. But who cares about Radiant Striker? Spider Knight actually has some fans in game. And like I said, there's that outside chance of storyline. But now I think about it, there's probably not, but there's still a chance, I guess. People still use him to this day. There was the Xbox exclusive, like green and white one, which kind of boosted him up back, I believe, in Chapter 2, Season 1. So his usage was kind of high that season because there's an Xbox exclusive, so people saw that and they're like, this is pretty cool. Maybe I might check out the other one since I can't get the Xbox exclusive. So, like I said, Spider Knight, good card, good-looking card. Like he has a great, just looking card with that dark red, goes very well with the actual skin. So, like I said, PSA 9, 250 to 300, very good buy. Anything more than that is still okay, but I think it's too high. Like, up to 350 is still just, it's like, you might have overpaid, but it's not bad. You still did okay. Anything over 350 I think is bad. So that's 6 sales I'm talking about today. I know it's been a while before I've talked about any sales, but I got more coming this week, along with another weekly live stream. And I also have a video where I'm talking about, the top 15 or top 20, somewhere around there, the most valuable cards in my collection. You're going to do top 10, 15, or 20, depending on the way it shapes out. So, like I said, the 6 sales I'm talking about today, and these were the 6 I was talking about, so I'll see you guys next time.